Alright guys, starting out the day we only have a couple hours to fish. So here we're starting with a black and blue Z-Man chatterbait, as you can see. Then we have a shaky head rigged up with a Magnum finesse worm by Zoom. It's pretty big, but it does get the job done. Good action to it. And then on the next rod we have a green pumpkin jig with a green pumpkin pit boss. Okay, picking up the, whoop, almost died again. And again. It is bloody if you cannot tell. But so here I'm throwing the green pumpkin jig, and I threw the chatterbait for a little bit with no success. So I'm just kind of chucking this out there and dragging it along the bottom as slow as I can, a couple feet at a time, and letting it sit for a couple seconds. And it's usually on that time where it's sitting and not moving is when the bass tend to be hitting it. There's one. That's a good one. Oh my god. Come here, Bubba. Oh my god. What a toad. Holy crap. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Awesome. Look at that. Beautiful fish. I know it's hard to tell, but this thing's like golden. Well guys, I can't believe it, but that was about the second cast straight out. Alright, let's get the release on this fatty. There you go, buddy. There we go. There's one. Another good one. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Right in the slop. There you go, guys. Awesome. What's going on, guys? You guys just saw the 4th episode of Chunk Chaser. Today was another slow day but productive, In Illinois, we had a warming period in mid-February to early March, and it got the fish moving, and then it got cold again, so the fish grouped back up, back into the middle, and we couldn't do too much about it. But now that it's warming up, getting closer to spring, we have seen a little bit more activity. So that being said, I started out with the black and blue chatterbait and as my moving bait to search and try to find some fish. That wasn't working at all. I tried burning it fast, I tried moving it slow, I tried starting and stopping it, nothing was working, so I got rid of it. And that's an important aspect of fishing, guys, is you got to know when to get rid of the bait and move on to the next one. And sometimes it's difficult with unknown bodies of water, or if you're unfamiliar with the bait, or there's a lot of factors that go into it. But if it's not working, move on to the next one. It's that simple. Other than that, guys, since that wasn't working, I switched over to the green pumpkin jig that I showed you. Now, the green pumpkin jig was actually a little bit special because the fact that I wasn't using it for the proper use, I guess I should say. I don't know. What I mean by that is that it was a swim jig, and normally with a swim jig you would work it the same way you would as a spinnerbait, where you're just throwing it out and reeling it in and maybe twitching it here and there. But since I didn't have the means or time to go to the store and buy a green pumpkin football jig, which is a football jig is where you would work it more so as you're dragging it along the bottom very slowly. So I used my swim jig as a football jig basically, and just dragged it along the bottom. And I threw it out, let it sink, dragged it a couple feet, and let it drop. It's stupid simple, but it worked. And the reason I chose the green pumpkin color was because that water was ultra clear. Now, green pumpkin, that color is a very versatile color. It can work in water that is super clear all the way to mild visibility, pretty muddy. And I wanted to represent a more natural crawfish color. And since I did that, I caught fish. It's that simple. Basically what I did, what was happening was on the pickup, when I was dragging the bait up on that highest point before I dropped it again, is when they were smacking it, and I would let them take it for about 3 or 4 seconds because these fish were very finicky, and then I would slam the hook set, and I managed to get 2 of them. I missed about 2 or 3 other ones, but overall, successful day. We learned that things we learned today were that if the bait's not working, move on to the next one, and if the bait's working, keep it. It's pretty simple. But I want to apologize again for the crappy film quality and the parallax lens throughout the video. I don't have a GoPro or a high definition camera, so I've been using my Spy Point, this old camera I used for my bow, actually, for deer hunting. Sooner or later I'll get a new camera. I just found this one, actually, that it's a pretty good vlog camera, and I'm going to try and take it out into the field and use it for fishing, see how that works. And other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Let me know how I'm doing, what I can improve on, what you'd like me to cover, anything. Thank you guys for tuning in, and fish on.